Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Waste Nights, Saviours of the Waste, episode 9, turn 8. Okay, sorry, there's been a bit of a delay for a couple of days. We had our first birthday party here at the Catweazle channel, and then there was another birthday party virtually straight after that, my brother's. Then I needed a day to recover. And then last night I was watching the magnificent band James in Manchester. So we are back now, however. Right, where is everybody? Well, our first player for this turn is going to be Zooma, and he's up here at Cerbero Pharmacies, or whatever the hell you want to call it. He will be followed by Slicer Takeda, who's here at Gangraen. Then it will be Mama Manifold, who's at the pumps. And finally, it will be Triple Jinx, and she is currently here on a hex in between Gangraen and Cerbero Tower because she was helping out that wounded stranger, I think it was. Right, that is where everybody is. So let's get on with the preparation phase. And here we are at the preparation phase and the waster step. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to move our timer up to turn 8. So we've done that. Also some slight changes. Last turn, if you remember, Zooma, he took on the Silent Howler. And what I forgot to do was I forgot to give him his reputation. So he's now on 6 reputation. And I forgot to give him a green card as well, so let's get him a green card while we're here. So he'd have got this for defeating the dog, and he gets a mill feed. Discard during the rest step to heal 1 radiation and 1 health. So I forgot to give him that last turn, so I'll just put this on his player area. Excellent. Right, so that's him up to date with all the loot that he should have had. Righto, so that is that part of the waster step. Let's zoom out. Right, here we are, looking at the board effects. Well, there aren't any, other than the people who are in city spaces. So we've got Slicer Takeda and Mama Manifold who are in city spaces, so they can make a decision about what they want for free. Slicer Takeda is definitely going to take a fuel, so that is going to put him up to 2 fuel. Mama Manifold, she is also going to take a fuel, which will put her up to 3 fuel. So that's those 2 done. Zooma and Triple Jinx, there's nothing they can get for free, but fortunately they are not on any spaces with contamination or radiation, so they are fine. So after that it's removing long-term effects, and we have this large drug token that we can now get rid of. So that has gone from Warata Industries. Righto, our 2 tasks that we generated last turn, so they will not get a timer on them yet. Okay, I don't think we're not going to bother updating the stalls, and the first player marker has been passed to Zooma. Right, so let's move into the night step. And here we are at the night step. Zooma is our first player, so he's got the first player token. First thing to do is to move all our little marker tokens. So 1 comes off his lucky charm, but it's going to go back on. Bible of the Waste, and he used his mini bomber as well, so those come off, but the lucky charm goes back on because he will be drawing 2 luck cards. Right, we also get a chance to move everything around should we wish. Any of his gear cards. Now what I've just noticed is this mill feed that he would have got last turn, he could have actually used it in the rest step last turn, and that's what he's going to do because he did have it after he killed the dog. So he's going to discard this and he's going to heal a radiation and another health, so that'll help him out no end. So we'll discard that. You'll go up to 3 health, which is brilliant, and he will get rid of that radiation that he had. So that is cool. Next up, we need to draw a couple of luck cards. He has a lucky charm, so he'll draw 2. The first one he draws is Sweet Spot. Ammunition card. Before an attack check, your attack ignores all your opponent's armour. Good one. Let's move these along. He's got deep pockets as well, so he can move his stuff around during a combat. And his second card, Hard as a Rock. Before the opponent's attack check, during this class you gain 2 armour. Brilliant. Right, so those are the 2 luck cards that he's drawn, and that is the end of his night step. Next up, we have Slicer Takeda, and here we are with Slicer. So he has no personal tokens to take off any of his cards or his abilities, so that's fine. He's got a radiation, but that'll be alright, I think. So he's pretty much fine. Right, so that means all he's got to do is to pick up 2 luck cards, because he's got a lucky charm. So his first luck card is All Night on the Road, and the second one is Click Click. Right, oh, tell you what we've been doing with him. He's going to take both of these, and he's going to chuck away a piece of cake card. He's done as many tasks as he can do, so let's get rid of some of these good cards. So he's going to discard that, and he's going to get Click Click instead, and All Night on the Road. Coolness. Righto, so that is it for him. Next up is Mama Manifold. And here's Mama Manifold. Again, she hasn't used any of her tokens, so we don't have to move those. What is she going to swap around? Well, she may as well put her surgical instruments into a backpack. So she will get an extra die on a survival check. Oh no, sorry, a medicine check. No use equipping the vest. She's already got one. So she can keep that for trading purposes. And what have we got to do? Luck card. That's it. She draws a luck card. She hasn't got a lucky charm. So, oh, tell you what I've got to do. Let's put that on. Let's put this Slicer Takeda's on his lucky charm, and I also have to... Oh, I did it for Zooma, so we're alright. Right, back to Mama. She gets Chop Chop. Before moving, during this move step, you can perform 1 special action on a hex through which you will move. This hex requires an exploration check. You must pass the exploration check. This is not considered normal exploration. Right, put that there. That's okay. Righty-ho. Next up, it's our final player, Triple Jinx. And here we are with Triple Jinx. First of all, we've got to put this on 3, so it's a final turn that we can do treasure map. So she has got to do it this turn. And because it's a private task, we could do with her doing it as well. Right, so she's done that. Anything else that she's going to do? She's got none of her tokens to move around. She's not going to move around any of her gear cards. So all she has to do is pick up a luck card. Right. She's already got 5, but she can swap one out. That's my HUD. Woohoo! Yeah, she's don't have that. Absolutely no error. What's she going to get rid of? She's got 2 deadly quick cards, so she'll get rid of that. So, cool. She's definitely going to get into Cerbero Tower. Fantastic. Righto, so that is it for the night step. Let's get on with the movement phase. And here we are with Zooma Jemba. Righty-ho. So, what's he going to do on his movement step? So, he's going to go here, then he's going to go here, and then he's going to go to Gangraen. So, he's going to go to Gangraen, and That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 movement points, but he does have a roadmap, so that's fine. He can get there on 1 tank of fuel. So let's get moving. So he moves here, and because that's his first hex, he obviously has to pick up a wasteland card. So let's flip this over, and he gets rough terrain. So ignore this card when moving on foot. Well, he isn't. He'd have to stop immediately, lose 1 fuel, and your car suffers 1 damage. To get past this, he needs to do a repair 5 check. No! Right, a repair 5 check. Damn it! Righto. Well, he's not going to get any more wasteland cards. Where are we going to play it? We may as well play it here. I don't think it makes any sort of difference, really. So, repair check. He has a repair of 2, but he's also going to put a marker on his Bible of the Waste. So that will give him 3 dice. Yep. So he's got 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. He gets 5 all better. And he gets a 10. And a 6. So he's easily done that, that's fine. So you can carry on all the way into Gangraen here. Get rid of the rough terrain card. Rid of those movement markers. And that is pretty funky. We've got to take a fuel off him, so he's down to 1 fuel now. But he's done okay. Excellent. Righty ho. So next up, we may as well do Slicer Takeda. So we're right here with him. And he's not going to move. He's going to stay where he is. He can't do a task anyway, so there's not really much point in him moving. So because of that, he doesn't have to do any sort of wasteland card. He's just going to stay where he is. So that was very quick for him. Right. Let's get to our next player, who is Mama Manifold, and let's see her. Where's she? She's at the pumps. And here's Mama Manifold. Right, she is going to go to Gangraen as well. So what I think we'll do is we get a few people here at Gangraen, we can have a bit of a trading fest, and then if we have to get the very last task, whatever it is, we'll just pump somebody up. Perhaps do Mean Bastards or something like that, or Engineer. We shall see. Oh, mind you, we've got this Engineer, haven't we? Kosciucko's Redoubt. Well, she'll head for there, actually. Because otherwise we won't have enough time, will we? So she'll have to start on this virtually immediately. So, yep, she'll move there. So I think she'll move through here. And no, that's got a radiation. She'll move through here and then she'll go here. So that'll be 4, but she does have a roadmap, so that'll only be 1 fuel for her. So that's cool. So she moves here, and that will generate a wasteland card. Let's see what she gets. And she gets Hell Raiders. Dun, dun, dun. And we're going to have to play it anyway, because they are a gang. Let's just check. Oh, she might be able to do this. Those bandits prowl the area. Well, they look like them. Hell Raiders. Those bandits prowl the area since they found out we still have some gasoline. Get rid of them for us and you won't regret your help. This task will be accomplished by the first night to defeat a gang, which the Hell Raiders are, or a cult enemy from the Wasteland cards. Wasters must play the gang or cult enemy cards if available, so we are playing Hell Raiders. Righto. So we're going to have to play that. And we've got to defeat them, I think. So yeah, she'll take them on. She'll take them on. Let's have a look at them. Let us have a look at them. So, 4 dice, 4 attack dice, medium and short range. They do 1 additional damage. They've got 1 armour and they have 4 health. During the combat, you must spend 1 fuel. Well, she's got 2, so she's got enough. But that's just to play the change range combat card. She's not going to try and get past them. Let's try and get this common task. And if we win, we will get a yellow gear card and an ammunition back. Cool. Right, well, let's get across to our combat area. And here we are at the combat area. So, got Mama Manifold, she's got a military bow, and she's also got a combat battery. Combat battery only really comes into play as a armour piercing against mechs, and they're not a mech enemy, so we can pretty much ignore the combat battery. Her military bow, that gives her medium range, it's 2-handed, it does give her armour piercing, and she gets 1 additional damage with it, and she does not need to use any ammunition, which is cool. She's got a couple of luck cards. She's got faster, faster and hard as a rock, so we'll see if we'll play those. But first of all, the cards are going to play. She is going to play attack, so she's going to make an attack check, and she doesn't have to spend an ammo because it is the military bow. The Hell Riders, well, they're going to advance, and the reason for that is they have got a short range attack. Mama Manifold doesn't, so they're going to try and get in close on those like sort of little those little quad bike things that they've got. So they are actually going to change range. So they're going to advance. That would send them 1 up on the domination, but the attack of Mama Manifold brings it back to 0. We're at medium range. They're both using ranged weapons, so their initiative is exactly equal. Right, so Mama Manifold will go first, because the heroes always sort of go first, but it is a simultaneous combat this time. She is going to play faster, faster. Well, in fact, no, she isn't, because they're just advancing. So, because they're just advancing, she's not going to play any of her luck cards, and she's just going to use her military bow. Now, that uses guns, because it's ranged, and she has got a ability score of 3 in guns, so she's going to roll 3 dice. Oi! Excuse me. 3, well, it's not 3 hits, so the 8 and the 7, they're both sort of hits, but it only counts as 1. But the critical, that is a second hit. So there was 1 damage for this hit and 1 damage for this one. So that makes a total of 2. And she gets an additional damage for the military bow. So that is 3 hits. She has armour piercing. So if we have a look at the Hell Raiders, they have got 1 armour, but the armour piercing has done for that. So that is 3 damage on the Hell Raiders. That is brilliant stuff. Well done, Mama Manifold. So let's put a -3 on these guys. There wasn't anything she could have used to increase her damage, unfortunately. But that is an excellent first roll. So well done to her. The Hell Riders, they're steaming towards her on them quad bikes, and she has managed to take 3 of them out. That's easy, that, isn't it? So, took 3 of them out, there's only 1 left. And it's zooming in to get up to close range. Okie dokie. Right, that is the end of the first clash. What do we do at the end of that round? Well, first of all, we move 1, 2, 3 over to blue. She has now got dominance because she put 3 damage onto them. And because it's the end, I think we use this change range now. Oh, we should have had -1 die. Damn it! Well, they all hit. Yeah, it should have been. There should have only been 2 dice there, but because they all hit, it still would have been the same. Even if we took every single dice got over 7, so we'd have had 2 dice over 7, one of which was a critical, so we'd have still done 3 damage. So that's fine. But I did mess up there. Should have only rolled 2 dice. But as we hit with every single dice, take 1 away, we still get the 2 damage plus the extra damage for the military bow. So, whew. Yeah, cocked that up, but it was the correct result anyway, so that's fine. But just to reiterate, should have only rolled 2 dice there. Whoops. But, as I say, worked out fine in the end anyway. Yes, so when we set range, next time we have gone to short range. Right, so it's the start of the next clash. What cards are we going to play? Well, Mammoth Manifold obviously doesn't want any short range combat. So, she is going to change range. And she is going to retreat. So that'll send that back 1. Whereas these guys, they are going to attack. They don't have multi-attack. So, yeah. So they are going to attack, and that's another 1. So they go up to there. Righty-ho. So she's still up on the dominance, which is good. She can't actually shoot now because she's busy changing range. So the only attack we'll get this turn is from the Hell Raiders. Righty-ho. So, what do we need to do? It's short range. They're the guys that are going to attack, so they're going to be doing the attacking. But I'll remember this time they get 1 less dice. So that is 3 dice. And she is also going to play Faster Faster. So that's another 2 dice that they lose. So they're down to 1 die. And she's going to play Hard as a Rock. And that will put her defense, her armor, up to 4. Because she's got a vest, which is 2 armor as well. So she's discarded those 2 cards. She's now got an armor of 4. And they are only going to roll 1 die. So let's get the black die. And they roll a 1 and missed anyway. Ha 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 ha! Rubbish! Righto. So that is the end of that clash. And pretty much nothing happened. But she did have to get rid of a couple of luck cards there, unfortunately. Right. So that is the end of the second clash. Let's move on to the third clash. And let's have a look at these. Now, because we changed range last turn, that means that we're back at medium range. It's moved back to medium range. And because we've moved back to medium range, she is going to attack. And as far as the Hell Riders are going, they're going to attack as well. They can attack at medium range. No use for them to try and close in again, because what happens is, like, they don't get to attack and it'll be the end of the clashes, because this is the third and final clash. So they are just going to attack. Righto, so it's 2 attacks at medium range. Again, we've got absolutely equal initiative. Unlike the first clash, where I forgot that the Hell Riders wouldn't actually be attacking because they were changing range. But this time they will be attacking, so it will be a simultaneous combat. Righto. So because those are 2, a red movement and a blue movement, we don't move the dominance tracker, which is at 1. So hopefully, if we don't win on actually killing these guys, Mammoth Manifold will be able to win on dominance. So let's see how we go on. She'll go first. So she's got the military bow again. She's got 3 dice. So she's going to roll 3 dice again. There's no modifiers, there isn't a -1 this time, like I forgot last time. It's just normal attack. 7 or better. And she gets a 9 and a critical. She hits 2, hits twice, so that is 3 damage. It kills the Hell Riders, and we move this up 1, 2, 3. These guys are gone, but they do get their attack in. This time they have got all 4 dice. All 4 dice, and they need a 7 or better. Damn it! So they get a hit with this one, so that's 1 hit. They get a hit with the critical, that one missed. So they've got 2 hits, plus they get an additional damage, so that's 3 hits. But we do have a vest, which is 2 armour, so they'll lose 2 of those hits. So that is 1. They get 1 damage. They haven't got any armour piercing, so that is 1 damage on Mama Manifold. And she'll take that. She goes down to 3. So that is pretty cool. She has won the combat. So what does she get for beating these guys? She gets a yellow gear card and an ammunition. She hadn't spent any ammunition because she was using the military bow, so she doesn't get any ammunition because she cannot have more than 4, but she will get the yellow card. And that is a sniper rifle, which is a double-handed weapon. So long range and medium range, does 1 additional damage. After you play the prepare combat card, your next attack check additionally gains another die. Cool. So put that on a player area, and we'll put these back on a player area. Brilliant. Don't think we got any reputation or anything for that. No, we didn't. But what we have done, it means we have done this common task. Mean bastards. So she does get 2 reputation and a red gear card. And we have got our 6 common tasks done. Woohoo! So put that down there. She gets 2 reputation, which takes her up to 7. Cool. And red gear card. And she gets a katana. So she wins initiative ties on melee combat. Oh, plus 2 damage as well. One-handed. Very nice weapon. Right. Put that in a player area as well. That fits in a backpack. Cool. No problems there. And she can now carry on her movement. So let's get let's zoom in on her and see where she's going to go. And here we are with Mama, who's continuing her movement. So she goes to Kosciucko's Redoubt. Brilliant. And she has finished her movement step. After her, it is our final player for this turn, which is Triple Jinx. And here we are with Triple Jinx. Just to mention, Mama Manifold, I've taken a fuel off her, so she's now on 2 fuel. So that's her done. Mama Manifold, where's she going to go? Well, not very far at all. She's only going to go here to Cerbero Tower. Now, because that's only a single hex, she's not actually going to spend any fuel at all. She's going to walk in. So there we go. That's fine. She doesn't lose any fuel at all. And she's also going to play That's My Hood. Before moving, during this move step, your waster does not draw any wasteland cards and cannot play any on you. Brilliant. So she gets to Cerbero Tower. Fantastic. Let's discard that. Don't have to have any wasteland card fun. Brilliant. Right, so that is the end of the movement step. Let's get on with the exploration step. And here we are at the exploration step with Zooma Jemba. What's he going to do? Well, let's have a look at the Gangraen cheat sheet. And I think what he's going to do, he's not going to do this gambling thing. He is actually going to get rid of a green card and get a health back. So that is what he's going to do. He doesn't have to do any exploration check. He's going to get rid of his fire axe. And that means he's now up to 4 health. So brilliant. Well done to him. Next is Slicer Takeda. So let's just swap these guys around. And what is he going to do? Well, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to get rid of these extra bullets. And with those extra bullets, he's actually going to get rid of his 1 radiation. So he is now down to 0 radiation. Excellent. Right, so that is it for Slicer Takeda. Next up is Mama Manifold. And here's Mama Manifold, and she is at Kosciucko's Redoubt. So let's have a look. We do have to make an exploration check. It's a Talk 7 check. Right. Let's see, will that fit in there? Just about. What's a talk? The talk is 2, but she doesn't have any modifiers to that, so she's just going to get 2 dice. And we need to get a 7 or better. An 8. Fantastic. So she's passed the exploration test. So we may as well do the special hex, I think, before she tries to pick up that private task. What's the special hex? Draw 3 wasteland cards. Choose one and place it face down under the waster marker. Discard the other cards. In the next move step, instead of revealing waste cards from the deck, the waster must play the card placed under the waster marker. Well, the game is nearly over. Hopefully, Triple Jinx has got it in the bag this turn, so not much use doing that. We could get rid of a green card. Let's get rid of a green card. It's just easier. Saves messing around. So what we'll do is she will get rid of that vest. She already had one anyway, so she'll get rid of that. And she will get another health. So she will go up to 4 health. Excellent. So that health she lost, she's got back. Right, so having done that, she can now have a look at this engineer card. We'd better do it just in case something does go wrong. Recently, the area around Kosciucko's Redoubt has been plagued by hordes of strange beasts. Our scientists wish to conduct some field tests. Handle this for us and you can keep this as your reward. So, we did the exploration test, that's fine. And we've... oh no, we've got to do a medicine test. So, that's 7. I think she's got a surgical instruments, so she gets an extra die. And a medicine is 3, so she gets to roll 4 dice. Which needs a 7 or better to pick this card up. A 9 and a 7. Fantastic. She's managed to do that. So she has picked up the engineer card. And then we could defeat any enemy from the wasteland. So just in case Triple Jinx doesn't manage to do what she is doing, we will have a chance to sort of kill anything next turn in order to get our final private task. Right, let's put this on the player area. Coolness. Rightio, and she can pick that number 1 up. Good-o. Right, let's see if Triple Jinx can stitch this one up. Let's get over to Cerbero Tower. And here we are at Cerbero Tower, so let's have a quick look. Here it is. So there's no exploration. That is brilliant. No exploration test. Attack checks against mechs, well, there aren't any, so that's cool. We could do a special hex where we gain 1 yellow or 2 green cards, or we can attach or discard a some sort of cybernetic stuff, and that's what we're going to do. So let's do that. I think it's the arm she got from Mama Manifold. Where is it? So it was in a pocket. So she's actually going to attach this. So why not? She's now got a bionic arm. Brilliant. Good stuff. She's got a bionic arm, man. Right, so that's the special hex. That's special hex action that she's done. And here is the treasure map card. So we've explored Cerbero Tower, we've accomplished the task. She gets an Aegis Exoskeleton gear card plus 2 fame. But more importantly, we get that final, if I can find a 6 anywhere, there we go. That is the final task to win the game. Get rid of the 2. May as well get her epic piece of gear. Aegis Exoskeleton. So, oh god, 4 armour. She'd have been a beast. So, you ignore radiation from hexes and you are considered a mech. Wow. Well, so that's a lot better than a junk protector. So she equips that immediately and she's an absolute beast. Righto. She gets an extra 2 reputation, which puts her up to 8. So she hasn't managed to catch up Slicer Takeda. Unlucky. But that's it. That's it. We've won the game. We don't have to go any further. It's not like anybody's going to die or anything. We'd have just been going into the rest step now. And everybody is fine. So they have managed to do all those tasks and they have qualified for that job. Top banana. Brilliant. Yeah, our little mini game, Slicer Takeda won it. He did quite a few. I think he did 3 common tasks and 1 private task. He had it pretty easy. It was poor old Zooma that was doing appallingly bad. But even saying that, really, the star of the show was the person who we're looking at now, which is Triple Jinx. She was an absolute star. And she did really, really well, so that's really good. Game itself, really enjoyed it. It would really benefit from a solo option. It'd be great to play, you know, with more than 1 player. That side of it, fine. You could just backstab yourselves to death with this game and have a whale of a time. Brilliant. But that said, it would be quite easy to get a solo variant out of this. I mean, I've just sort of knocked one together. It was a little easy, and it was a little long, but this is the first time I've played the game. The tweaks that I would make would be, if you're going to play solo, don't play with 4 characters, because if you play cooperatively with 4 characters, you've just got loads and loads of flexibility. So that's one of the reasons why it didn't really get challenged in this game so much. There was lots of flexibility. There was always one character who could sort of like go away and start doing something. You never got stuck. So if I was going to, when I play this solo again, I'm only going to use 2 characters at most, I think. I'll use 2 characters and then it will be a lot more difficult because you won't always have the let out of another character being able to do something. You will be you'll be under the pump a lot more with only 2 characters, I think. And also, I think I'd make the escaping a bit more difficult. I don't quite think you get punished enough, you know, if you fail an escape check. 2 ways of doing that. You can either make the penalty for failing an escape check more. So instead of, say, losing a health or 2 health if they've got a reputation or a red card available. You know, make it 3, 2 and 3 perhaps. That'd be the simplest way of doing it. Another way of doing it, I think I mentioned on in the comments somewhere on one of the episodes, would be, you know, to have a sliding scale. Each time you do an escape check, next time it gets that little bit harder. So instead of doing an easy test the next time, you would do a challenging test. Things like that. Till eventually you're having to roll a 10, for example, all the time in order to escape. Just forces you sometimes to either face a card, yeah, because that would be a lot trickier. So yeah, but I thoroughly enjoyed the game. It's dripping with theme. I hope they do get some expansions. I did post a question on Board Game Geek because I think there's supposed to be an expansion called Vistas of the Wastes, but I haven't got a reply. Don't know why, but it's been over a week now as well. So unfortunately, it may be they're not doing any more expansions. I hope they are. Like I say, it's a beautiful board and everything, and I really think they would be able to get a solo variant out. All they need is another deck of cards, you know, sort of special deck of Wasteland cards, and I think they could get a very good solo variant game out of this. Right, so that is it. That is it for, what are we on? Episode 9 and turn 8 of Waste Knights, Saviours of the Waste. And our team of Waste Knights have managed to apply successfully for that job. So, excellent. We won the game. Brilliant. Righty-ho. So, what are we going to do next? Well, we are going to do a playthrough of A Touch of Evil next, but not straight away, because next week I am on my jolly holidays from Saturday. That's vacation for you people over the pond in the States. So I'll be away for a week. So there's not much point really in starting the game now and then leaving for a week and then coming back. So I'll start when I come back. But I may get another playthrough in just before I go. I have got a day off this week just before I go off next week. And the new app for Descent has come out, a sort of solo app, and I might give that a run on my day off. Haven't played Descent before, so that will be a complete blind playthrough. But I don't think the actual the app adventure is that long, so I might be able to get through it in a day. Even if I don't, then at least you'll see how the app plays and how it works. So I'll probably do that this week. But that is it for Waste Knights. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed playing it. And that is it for this playthrough. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the comments and the support. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much. Anybody who's bobbed across to Board Game Links to upvote the site, thank you too. Well, I shall sign off. This is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!